Good morning, my name is Julen Sadik. I'm founder of Musical Nutrition and creator of Planet Harmony Early Years Brain Development Program. So I want to talk to you about, what you're dealing with now. Obviously, there's a lot of changes that are going to be coming up in spring 2026, and we're probably juggling a lot of different things trying to figure out how are we going to respond to this. So I wanted to make, and my team wanted to make, a contribution to this. We've brought together some of the most amazing expertise around child brain development and put it into a digital program that is able to be done with parents at home with their child, which is very important because the brain development that's happening, that we're simulating and training, it's happening together through activities that they do with their parent. So it really also supports the bonding of the parent and the child, as well as really targeting the key things that need to be happening in that child's development. And we've gotten really good results with the program, which I can also show you more data on. But what I'm feeling is that now that we have efficacy and we know that this really works, we've brought together expertise from a number of different child development specialists. Now, other than efficacy, I want accessibility, and I want, not just currently pediatricians are recommending it, not just pediatricians. I want this to get to adopted families, and I want adopted children who I know come from these trauma backgrounds, who have developmental needs and all kinds of needs, to have access to this level of support and this level of expertise, and for it to be done in a way that builds the relationship with their parent, which, as you know, is really important in adoption settings. So I have sat down with my team and I said, we're going to create some really flexible options for adoption agencies, because I know that you're having to change a lot of things for the new requirements next year. But making this really work for you to, that you it is a time-bound program. So for example, if you're paying for talking therapies, you don't know if you can keep funding that therapy, because of the cuts. Whereas this is a 10-week program, and it's a really high-dose sort of musical nutrition targeted intervention. And there's continued support. Once they do the 10 weeks, the community supports them to keep doing those activities. So we're trying to make this, and it's digital, so we're making it affordable and accessible. We're trying to make this affordable, accessible, but also flexible in the different options that we can provide you in terms of how you could potentially deliver it to the adopted families and foster families that you serve. And there were business people that advised me not to do this because I could be making more profit, but really my priority is to get this level of care and this level of early years intervention to the families that need it. And so I'm making myself available to talk to you, to listen about your priorities, your goals, how you are thinking about responding to the changes that are coming up. And there's a number of different packages that we can do with this program. Everything from training facilitators to do it live, or keeping the at-home version, and different packages that we have around that. So we're working hard to be really, really flexible, because we know that you're dealing with a lot of unknowns and challenges around the upcoming regulations next year. So I won't talk too much now, because I would much rather talk to you in person. But let's definitely get in touch and see what we can do to be resilient to the challenges we're facing, and take that same level of expertise that would, that if you paid a play therapist would cost much, much more than if you just do it as a digital intervention that's done by the parent, which builds the relationship between the child anyway. So I really want to talk to you about how we can make this work. I'm willing to be flexible, and I want to meet the challenges that you're dealing with and support adoption agencies and childcare organizations, as well as the children that they serve, so that they can serve the children and families that they want to serve. So thank you for listening to this, and thank you for doing the beautiful work that you're doing. You guys are all angels, and I love you so much for doing the work that you're doing. And hopefully we can put our heads together to really find a way to still make enough impact, hopefully more impact, within the context of what's going on today. And I'm sure that we can find that kind of creative solution. So book me in a call, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.